So I hope you're all having a good night. So we just finished AEW Dynamite tonight, and what an ending, right? That was a great ending. But never mind the ending. Let's talk from the start of the show. And yeah, this was a good show except for one match that was disjointed, disorganized, whatever you want to call it. I did not like it. Alright, so starting from the beginning, we got Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, Adam Page, taking on Private Party. This all stemmed with, obviously, Hangman Page in the backstage segment with Private Party at the bar last week, right? And Hangman Page and Kenny Omega are having communication problems in the ring, and it continued tonight, but unfortunately, they still won the match. I thought Private Party would upset them, but yeah, I was wrong on that. Uh, but I still think at a point something major is going to happen between Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page. But after the match, we got a backstage. We go backstage on the Jumbotron to see Puck having Kenny Omega's friend Michael Nakazawa in the rings of Saturn, baiting Kenny Omega that he wants another match with him. Remember, they're tied 1-1, and a third match would be the rubber match. I like that, and I think they should do that. Next match is the AEW Women's Title match between the alien krisstatlander and the champion Riho. But first, brandirhodes, the leader of the Nightmare Collective, was a guest at the commentary booth. And she explained her things, criticized some of the members of the commentary booth, blah blah blah. So this match started off, okay. And then in the crowd you see Britt Baker and Sheeta. My problem with AEW's women's matches is that there's always somebody in the crowd, like most of the time. There's always somebody in the crowd. For this time it made sense. So the match was going on, all of a sudden Awesome Kong and Melanie Cruz came down to the ring, right? Obviously there to distract Christiana after she turned down the Nightmare Collective weeks ago. So Christiana was out of the ring, and Melanie Cruz got involved in a pushed her grandmother into the guardrail. Real did not like this, right? So Real took out Melanie Cruz. I don't know what the ref was, right? Shouldn't be counting, blah blah. Ref should be counting, right? Yeah, this is why this match is disorganized. And then Christiana was able to recover, get back in the ring. She ran and flew over to knock out Awesome Kong. So Brady Rose had enough of this. She came down to the ring. She got in the face of Krisstatlander. And all of a sudden, a man came from the under the ring to reveal to be Luther. This is the man seen in the vignettes of Brady Rose weeks ago. With his head. You can see his head from the back, right? So, alright. Krisstatlander was beat. Obviously, Awesome Kong took down Krisstatlander. They put her back in the ring. Real glove the turnbuckle. They basically gave her the win, whatever. But Real decided to give a crossbody block to Awesome Kong or Melanie Cruz. I forget just one. Because she didn't want to win this way, right? She didn't want to win by cheating. So then Real went back up to the turnbuckle to go for a move. Whenever, I think it was a finishing move, whatever. But missed. Christiana got out of the way. Battled on for a little bit. Later on, Christiana was going for a finishing move, but she was close to the ropes. And obviously, the Nightmare Collective members grabbed her foot, made her slip, and Rio got the pin 1, 2, 3. But Rio did not look happy because she won by cheating, obviously. And the help from the Nightmare Collective. So after that, Nightmare Collective got in the ring and started beating Krisstatlander. Rio went to help Krisstatlander, but they started to beat her up. Then all of a sudden, Sheeta came in from the crowd, but no Britt Baker, because about last week. Sheeta came in to help krisstatlander and Riho fight off the Nightmare Collective, and then Big Swole just came in to make sure everything's okay. They just to be on the face's side. And that was that. Next, we had Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels. And this match was very good. This is more of a match to set up for Christopher Daniels for later on. So Sammy Guevara got the win, right? That's not the main. Pentagon distracted Daniels, baiting him to do a suplex, but more not a suplex, a moonsault turnbuckle. It was a distraction, and Sammy Guevara got the win. Okay, the kick, like a weak ass super kick. Okay, so after that, the Dark Order theme music came on. The members came out, went to the ring. They offered Christopher Daniels a mask, saying that Christopher Daniels has been a loser, but if he joins the Dark Order, he'd be a winner again, basically. Christopher Daniels turned him down. Then the Dark Order started to beat up Christopher Daniels. And then Christopher Daniels' teammates SCU came out, along with the Young Bucks, to beat up the Dark Order and scare them off out of the ring. After that, it was the Rhodes brothers, Cody and Dustin Rhodes, to take on the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. This match is good. It's very good. I want to say, like, Dustin Rhodes, for a guy over 50 at Canadian Store, wow. Gotta give props from him. He can still go. WWE should have used him more. Okay, so after that, Tony Schiavone got in the ring. Arn Anderson, as the coach for Cody Rhodes, was there. Tony Schiavone was going to ask, do you accept MJF's demands? And Arn Anderson, speaking for Cody, said, what kind of, this guy thinks he's a god. Who died and made him God? Yeah, and so later on, I guess in the future shows, they'll answer. Holy will answer. I didn't like this. This is not a babyface thing to do. But next few weeks, obviously he's going to say yes, because MJF is just going to bait him into saying yes. So next, speaking of the devil, MJF came out to cut a promo. He's baiting Cody Rhodes, blah, blah, blah. One game, calling him a coward for not accepting his demands. See, that made sense. Then all of a sudden, one of the coaches for, and a friend of mentor to Cody, DDP, who Cody's father, Dusty Rhodes, mentored and helped get into shape to become a wrestler. Remember, DDP became a wrestler at 35 years old. Yeah, he was a late bloomer, but a very good one. DDP came out, and then like how MJF disrespected the time that DDP gave him the diamond ring, whatever. And DDP said, basically teased they would come up with timer for a match. And it seems like they're setting up for a DDP versus MJF in the future, maybe in a couple of weeks at AEW. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see DDP wrestle, even if it's for one match. But MJF called out the Butcher and the Blade along with Bunny, who is Ali, right, from Impact or wherever. It came out. MJF gave him two warnings, kiss his ring. I forgot the second one. If you could remind me, just comment below. So, obviously DDP did not take the warnings. And he went to attack. And then the Butcher and Blade both got diamond colored. And then DDP had his attention to Warlow, where MJF then from behind gave him a low blow. And Dustin Rhodes and Marshall came out, as they came out, MJF and Warlow cleared the ring. So yeah, I like this. You're teasing MJF versus DDP set in the future. DDP is one of Cody's mentors. This makes perfect sense. And they're having this. There's a apparently a 6-man match between MJF and I forget. And MJF and Butcher and Blade versus DDP, Justin Rhodes, and Marshall next week. Okay, after that we got Jurassic Express, Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus taking on the best friends Chuck Taylor, Trent, and their partner Orange Cassidy. So this match was a lot of fun. Marco Stunt, give him credit, maybe small, but he's over it, and he does have some amazing moves for a small guy. But Luchasaurus is the star of that group. Yeah, if he wasn't that trio, he'd have bigger rivalries. But he's getting over with that gimmick. Yeah, he's a real star. He's massively over. So the best friends lost that match, and I think this is the first. Yeah, I believe this is the first win for any member of Luchasaurus. It's not any member of Jurassic Express except for Luchasaurus. I think this is the first official win for Jungle Boy. I think that's what they said in commentary. If that's true, comment below. Next, we got the answer. And what the answer was. I like how it's set up. You saw there's a table there with champagne. Then you saw in a circle there's Sammy Guevara, Jack Hager, and the champion of the champion, Chris Jericho, come out. Called out Moxley, waiting for his answer. Moxley comes through the crowd, gets in the ring. Chris Jericho talks some more. It says, "Time for your answer." Moxley has a mic. Says, "I can't be bought. Give me AEW. It'd be cause some mayhem." I'm paraphrasing there, stuff like that. He says, "I can't be bought," and then he says, "My answer is yes." And then for the next few minutes, they were celebrating at Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jack Hager were celebrating with Moxley, thinking Moxley joined the inner circle. But nearly as Sammy Guevara and Jack Hager went out of the ring near the end of the show, Moxley, Chris Jericho, Moxley revealed the inner circle by opening up his jacket right before. But at the inner show, Moxley duped Chris Jericho, first saying the inner circle sucks, and then the only thing that matters is what is on Chris Jericho's shoulder, and that's the AEW title. And then Moxley with the bottle hit Chris Jericho, and then gave him his DDT. And Sammy Guevara came in, not Chris Jericho. Jon Moxley, I almost said Dean Ambrose, but Jon Moxley quickly gave Sammy Guevara DDT. Jack Hager came in, but Moxley quickly went out and ran through the crowd and posed with the crowd near the top of the steps into the hallway. So, overall, good show. The women's match was disorganized. The referee, I don't know, I was like, is there no countouts in AEW? Like, that's the thing with AEW. Some stuff just don't make sense. They cleaned up the tag team, but that doesn't make sense. So yeah, good show. I didn't see NXT. I plan to watch it tomorrow as I live in Canada. And we don't get the US channel, USA Network. But we'll watch it on the WWE Network. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on it. Whatever. We do get to watch it on the Watch Your Sports Network if you're in Canada, you know what I mean, on Friday for 1 hour. Yeah, we don't get a 2-hour show. So, tomorrow I'm going to try to do a NXT TakeOver Blackpool 2 predictions. Tune in for that. So, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you. Have a good night.